Hello students, in this video we are going to discuss about the ionization constant of water and its ionic product. Some substances like water are unique in their ability of acting both as an acid and a base. In the previous video we have seen some examples in which the water act as an acid and some examples in which the water act as a base. That means in the pure water, one of the water molecule donate the proton and act as an acid, and another water molecule accept a proton and act as a base at the same time. That is called as self-ionization of water. Self-ionization of water, that is called as auto-ionization of water and can also be called as auto-dissociation of water. Auto words means the self. That means the water molecule can undergo self-ionization. That means here in this equation it is seen that the twice water is giving rise to H3O plus and OH negative. It means one of the water molecule is donating the H plus ion and the other molecule of water is accepting. That means one is acting as an acid, other one is acting as a base. That's why it results in the H3O plus and OH minus. It means that in the pure water, one of the water molecule is donating the proton. That water molecule act as an acid, that is Bronsted acid, and the other water molecule which is accepting the proton, that is act as a base. So here water is undergoing self-ionization. This process is called as self-ionization of water, or which can also be called as auto-ionization of water or auto-dissociation of water. This is very important definition. Usually the definition will be asked on this. That is what is self-ionization of water or auto-ionization of water, that can be asked in the exams. So self-ionization of water, that we can be expressed in the following equilibrium state. That is here the two water molecules, that is one is donating the proton, the other one is accepting. So which one is the donor, that is acting as an acid, and which one is the acceptor, that act as a base. So here one is the acid, other one is the base. So this is called as a self-ionization of water that result in the conjugated acid and the conjugate base. So the dissociation constant for this equation is represented by, that is the equilibrium constant, that can be represented by the equation, that is Kc is equal to H plus OH negative H2O plus. Here the H plus can be written as H3O plus, can be written as H plus. Now in this equation we can say that we can regard the water concentration of water as a constant, because the concentration of water can be omitted from the denominator. That is in this equation the concentration of water can be neglected from the denominator, as water is a pure liquid and its concentration remains constant. Therefore the concentration of water can be taken as constant, that is in the pure liquid state the concentration can be taken as constant. So therefore the concentration of water that is in the denominator side, and we can see that can be omitted but just by taking the concentration of water as a constant. So here this equation can be rewrite in this way. Now the Kc is a constant and concentration of H2O is taken as constant. Then we can say that Kc is a constant, concentration of H2O is a constant. So we can replace both a new constant called as Kw, that is called as a ionic product of water. That means here Kc is a constant and concentration of H2O, that is taken as constant. So together we can keep a new constant, that is Kw, which is called as ionic product of water. Now we got the equation here, that is Kw is equal to H3O plus concentration of H3O plus into concentration of H2O. Here the concentration of H plus that we have written here in this, that can be written as H3O plus also. So that's why this equation we got in this form, that is Kw, which is called as a constant, that is the ionic product of water, is equal to the concentration of H3O plus and the concentration of OH negative. This is called as ionic product of water, and which is also called as self-ionization constant of water. Here the Kw, that is the ionization constant of water at pure, that is in the pure water at 25 degrees Celsius, the value, the concentration of H3O plus is, that is 1 into 10 raised to the power minus 7 mole per liter, and the concentration of OH negative, that is in the pure water at 25 degrees Celsius, is equal to 1 into 10 raised to the power minus 7 mole per liter. So what will be the Kw? Because just now we have given the formula Kw is equal to concentration of H3O plus into concentration of OH negative. Now when we substitute these values here, so that is 1 into 10 raised to the power minus 7 into 1 into 10 raised to the power minus 7, that is equal to 1 into 10 raised to the power minus 14, that is the Kw. So we got Kw in this way. Now the formula, that is Kw is equal to concentration of H3O plus and concentration of OH negative. Here the concentration of H3O plus, that is representing the concentration for acid, and if OH negative, that means it representing the for base, it is the representation for the base. So depending upon the concentration of H3O plus and concentration of OH negative, we can say that for a acid solution, we can say that the concentration of H plus is greater than OH negative. Once again, H plus can be also written as H3O plus. So don't get confused here. H3O plus can be written as H plus. So for an acid solution, if the concentration of H plus is greater than the concentration of OH negative, the solution is acid solution. And if the concentration of OH negative is greater than the H positive, concentration of OH negative is greater than the concentration of H positive, then the solution is alkaline. And for the neutral solution, both the concentrations are equal. That means for the neutral solution, the concentration of H plus, that is representing the acidic part, and the concentration of OH negative, which is representing for base, are in equal concentration. Therefore the solution is neither acidic nor basic. That is called as neutral when the concentration of these are same. So here for the neutral solution, we can say that concentration of H3O plus is equal to concentration of OH negative. So what will be Kw here? Now in this equation, that is Kw is equal to H3O plus, concentration of H3O plus into concentration of OH negative. Now in the place of OH negative, because it is equal in the neutral condition, OH negative and H3O plus concentration are equal. So in the place of OH negative, what we can write now? We can write H3O plus. So what will be getting the equation now? Kw is equal to concentration of H3O plus square. Now what is the value of concentration of H3O plus? That we have to find it out. That is equal to under root of Kw, and the value of Kw we have already derived in the previous part. So that we got here, that is equal to 10 raised to the minus 14. How we got that value? That is in the previous section. We have already find it out the value for kW, that is equal to 1 into 10 raised to the minus 14. So this value of kW we are taking here, that is the under root of kW, that is equal to under root of 1 into 10 raised to the minus 14, that is equal to 10 raised to the minus 7 mole per liter. And when we find out the pH for the neutral solution, the formula for pH is equal to, that is pH is equal to minus logarithm of concentration of H3O plus ion. That means when we take the negative log of this value, how we got this value? That is concentration of H3O plus for the neutral solution, that we have find out the value 10 raised to the minus 7 mole per liter. So when we substitute the value here, when you solve this one, we'll be getting the pH 7. That's why for the neutral solution, the pH is, that is the pH value is equal to 7. So in this way we are getting the pH value 7. So in this video we discussed about the ionization constant of water and its ionic protector. So this is all about this video. Have a nice day.